We're back at the Red Bull Ring in the southeast of Austria, and the drivers are preparing for their second race of the weekend. It's time to introduce a special young talent from Brazil, Sergio Sete Canamara, competing in his first full season in the FIA Formula 3 European Championship. Now living in Barcelona, Sergio is firmly following his dream of racing in Formula 1.
Hello, my name is Sergio Sete Canamara and I'm driving for Motopark. So I started on the Brazilian karting championship. I did karting in Brazil from 2006 to 2012. Then I started karting in Europe. Last year I did some events of the Formula 3 Brazilian Championship and also participated in one round of this championship, the FIA F3. And so yeah, I did some winter testing and now we're here racing for this championship. Well, my father has always supported me a lot, but I've always had a big team of people, very special people to me working for me. My manager, the media people, my coach. So these people has always been very close to me, and also my sponsor. So yeah, that's what make it happens in the end. So I'm very grateful for them. My idol has always been Ayrton Senna, right? I think it's normal for a Brazilian driver. He's done great things for me. He's he's a great driver in all aspects, almost all aspects. So I admire him for various reasons. And yes, even though it's a long time ago, I would say like a more recent idol for me is Vettel, because I really like him as a driver. But my main idol is Ayrton. I chose this championship. I didn't choose this championship myself. All these people around me, they chose it for me as well. It was a decision everybody decided to make. Because it's such a big championship now at the moment. Everybody's looking at it, very competitive. You see the full grid, and yeah, I think it was the best step I could take. Well, I've always imagined, since most drivers say Spa would be a great track. I've been there, it was quite nice, but it's not my favorite one. I really like Barcelona for the moment. It's an incredible track. I like the fast parts, and there's also the mix section. The third sector is very slow. So I mean, it's very, you need to be very complete track, you know, you got all the types of corners, so I really like it for that.
The 17-year-old Brazilian seems to like the Red Bull Ring as well. Fourth after the second qualifying meant his best result so far. In third, it is again the Canadian rookie Lance Stroll. Championship leader Antonio Giovinazzi qualified second behind poleman Felix Rosenqvist. Charles Leclerc starting from sixth should make for a thrilling second race. The weather was even warmer in the afternoon for race 2. 26 degrees meant great conditions. It was a perfect start for the first two rows, but further back again it is 34 Marcus Pommer who had problems getting away. Stroll overtaking Giovinazzi on the way up to turn 1. George Russell tries to pass Leclerc, Camera as well. Some real great racing from the off. Antonio Giovinazzi passing Stroll at the Remus hairpin, but Lance Stroll fighting back on the long downhill straight to the Roche corner. And number 7, Charles Leclerc, also on the attack, fighting Camera for fourth. Felix Rosenqvist with a comfortable lead after the first lap, mainly because of all the fighting behind him. Jake Dennis attacking Marcus Pommer into turn 1. Further back, Tatiana Calderon hit into a spin by Arjun Maini, and Pietro Fittipaldi caught up in that incident as well. Up front, Lance Stroll manages to overtake Antonio Giovinazzi on the uphill run up to turn 2, but a great counter-attack by Giovinazzi sees him take the place back, and right behind, Charles Leclerc squeezes past Camera. 1 lap later, Alexander Olbon also overtakes Camara in the battle for 5th. Sergio Camara's race was about to get worse as he is issued with a drive-through penalty for a jump start. Very hard to see any movement, even if we play this one back.
I think it was the smallest jump start possible because the wheel barely moved, but yeah, it was a bit before the red lights came off. I lift the brakes a bit, my tires moved like a little bit, but so little. I made a good start and I was not sure if I was going to get punished for it or not. It was already like the 3rd lap, but then I got called in and unfortunately I had to do the drive-through.
At the front, Antonio Giovinazzi pushing hard to catch Felix Rosenqvist, delivering fastest lap after fastest lap. Charles Leclerc trying to pass Lance Stroll behind. Dragonia Iam by Carlin Mann, Ryan Twitter in the gravel. No chance to get out of there, and that was to bring out the safety car. Twitter just running wide, losing the Dallara machine underneath him. And the gravel proving too thick to return back to the track.
It was really close to getting back on the track, but there's a little dip there and just got stuck, so that was a shame.
It was bad luck this weekend for Ryan Twitter, who started off on the wrong foot after a big accident in Friday's free practice session. Felix Rosenqvist leading the field around, made a textbook strong start to lead the field back through under green flag conditions. George Russell pushing Lotus Junior Alexander Olbon very hard, further behind. And Marcus Pommer, wanting to benefit from this fight, makes his move on George Russell into turn 1. Someone not getting it right. Michele Beretta too late on the brakes and crashing into the rear of Fabian Schiller. Meanwhile, Felix Rosenqvist makes it another Prema Power win. Antonio Giovinazzi 2nd across the line, with Lance Stroll 3rd, his first podium of the season. And you can just see what that means to his father Lawrence. Felix Rosenqvist enjoyed his 7th win of the season, but it was a hard-fought contest.
Good fight between me and Antonio. For sure, we were pushing to the absolute limit. I think there was not much more to find, and I could feel that also on him. You know, it was like a big qualifying the whole race.
We pushed really so much in the start and end of the race. I had a little bit mistake in the start where Lance overtook me before first corner. After that, I overtook back in the hairpin.
We've had a few opportunities to do a podium this year, and finally to capitalize on it. It's a great feeling, and I couldn't do it without the team. They did such a great job all week, and congrats to Felix for the victory.
Felix Rosenqvist is back up to 2nd place in the championship. And we've got more action from race 3 and a Hollywood star awaiting you, so stay tuned.